everybody, welcome. Great to see everyone. I'm Stefan. It's so nice to meet everybody and great to see everybody who knows me already. We're gonna be doing some free readings. Hold on, let me get situated. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Hope you're having a great Friday. I actually got some sleep last night, so I'm feeling very good. Hey, country love, great to see you. How are you? Country love, I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry if I get this wrong. Alabama, is that where you live? Did you say you live in Alabama? I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Or Tennessee. Alabama. I think I got that wrong. Mississippi. Right. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Oh, yeah. How's everything been going? You know what? I feel like Alabama and Mississippi, those aren't that close. Maybe geographically, but you know, I would say, you know why I don't feel like they're that close or similar? I mean, this was a long time ago. I think I was 21. I can tell you, I was a lot more terrified getting pulled over in Mississippi with my New York license plate than I ever was in Alabama. Hey, Miho, good to see you. Hi, Sonia. And yeah, for everybody new, I'm Stefan, and thanks for finding my show. All my live shows are free, so, Sonia, of course I have an Instagram. Does nobody look at my video descriptions? If you go to any one of my video descriptions and on my channel page, it's like the first thing listed, my contact info. Wow. Sunshine through 8,300 elevation. It's great to have you. How's the view? Please follow me, Sonia. I would love for you to. Yes, Sonia, it's at the White Dog Tarot on Instagram, but if you go to any one of my video descriptions on my live page, on my live videos, or on my channel page, it should be there. And my email if you ever want to reach out. So, stellar. Rocky Mountain, so Colorado. Well, hi from New York, by the way, and I'm Stefan. Are there indie pics on my Instagram? What do you think? Of course there's pictures. There's actually a video on my White Dog Tarot page of my 3 dogs, or my 2 dogs and my late dog who passed away wrestling. Yeah, you didn't know? Well, I have 2. I have Indy, and then there's Bodhi, who's an old man. He's actually bigger than Indy. And I used to have three. My puppy Uma, who died last November when she was like a year and a half. So but yeah, can't believe we're not friends on Instagram. Oh wow, yeah, both of mine Sunshine are Great Pyrenees. What's your name, by the way? And it's great to meet you. Yanni, Jan, good to see you all the way in Norway. Love from New York. All right, country love, you said you wanted to request a reading. You're ready for your husband, but the frogs are draining me. Is there something I should do different to make space for my person? Oh, cool. You do art? I actually, I used to manage an art gallery for a long time. Really? Horror art? Please connect with me. I can't wait to see it. Okay, country love. That was a good question. Well, it's tough, you know. I think sometimes, as opposed to saying, you know what, I'm ready for a husband, I think it's just being open to love, open for whatever happens. I'm glad that you said you didn't need, you know, you're bored with the men that are approaching you. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's not easy to find the right person, you know. Hi, Angie. Hey, Jaron. Well, country love, how do you usually meet people, if you don't mind me asking? Because a lot of times, if we're not having luck, or I don't want to say luck, success meeting somebody, often my personal perspective is it can mean usually that there's a reason, us needing to maybe do something different as far as our approach to dating, or maybe there's something that we still need to work on that we don't even know about or are aware of. So Angie, great to meet you. Do I believe money can buy happiness, Sonia? Sonia, it's great to meet you. That definitely feels like a question from somebody who doesn't know me, but I do appreciate it. Absolutely not. And that's just my personal perspective. Sonia, I used to be the regional manager of a geospatial technology company before I did this. And I made a lot of money, and I tried to quite literally fill my life with things to be happy, and it never worked. And I quite literally almost had to die to figure that out. So I don't believe it can, and I don't believe it should. Because honestly, guys, I know it's easy to say it as if you're somebody who's never really had a lot of money, but guys, a lot of people who have always had money, like family money, a lot of those people aren't really happy, you know? A lot of them are even more depressed. So Ghost Death, great to see you. Ghost Death, great to see you, brother. How are you? Sorry, I'm missing some of the comments. Okay, sorry, Country Love. You said you've been doing online dating, but also open to in-person. Okay. Hi, Emmy. Oh, Emmy, thank you so much. That's so kind to you. It's great to meet you. I'm Stefan. But my channel loves you. Yeah, guys, please feel free to subscribe if you're new and hit the thumbs up button. Apparently it helps my show. Also, I just started a membership program if you want to be part of the White Dog Army. My first tier members get access to individual sign readings, my members only videos, and you get priority questions, priority chat questions on every single one of my live show, as you guys know, which are free always, so lots of free chat questions to be a member. And second and third, you actually get a free, or you get a personal reading off air with me, one-on-one every month, so. Hey Sarah, hi from Sweden, hi from New York. It's great to see you and meet you. And yeah, guys, I do offer private readings too if anybody's interested. You can connect with me through email or Instagram. It's in every video description and on my channel page. My private readings, I try to be kind of reasonable. I know not everybody has like $200 for a reading, so I offer half-hour readings for $40 and hour readings for $75. So what's my sign? I'm a triple water sign, maybe you could wrap your head around that. I'm a Cancer sun, double Scorpio, moon and rising. And my north node is a water placement to its Pisces. And my sex planet is Gemini. Hi Sonia, how can you start tarot? I actually teach, I offer beginner lessons too. If you're interested, but there's never an easy answer for that. So, hi Tina. Thanks so much, it's great to meet you. I'm Stefan. All right, Country Love, let's see what's going on. So my understanding is you've been trying to meet people online, which is great. Let's see. Country Love, can you remind me your name again? I think was it Amanda? What if I forgot? It was Amanda? Are you impressed? See, I told you guys. Okay, Tira, so unimpressed. Tira, I don't even think I've ever asked you. Let's see, Country Love, let's see what we can get. Hey, Courtney Lovette. Guys, if I'm in the middle of doing a reading for someone, my ADHD sometimes distracts me, but I can't always read your questions, so just try and be patient for me if you can. I do my best to get to everybody, and I always try and prioritize super chat. Well, I don't try, I do prioritize super chat questions, so. Okay. You had a classmate named Amanda. I think everybody did. All right. All right, Tira. And it's great to see you. Can I ask you a question, Tira? Sorry if this is a little too on the nose. Do you date like outside your race? Sorry if that's too personal. You do? Okay. I knew this was gonna come out, Tira. You said you want to? What do you mean you want to, but honestly you're scared with everything going on? I don't know what that means. Hey, Punch Cat. Elizabeth, it's nice to meet you. Do you mean I'm charging too much for my free readings? One can't. Elizabeth, I'd be happy to pull cards for you when I'm done. And guys, sorry, I have an imperfect system here. You said you want to date outside your race. Okay. I was just curious. I actually knew this was gonna come out. I think somebody that makes you happy. Patrick Dempsey. Funny enough, Urban, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Urban Jungle. Before I did this, it was a while ago. I used to work for Volvo, the car company, and I was on a business trip in South Carolina, and I had an Uber driver, this woman with like these huge acrylic nails and these big like hoop earrings. She told me that I looked like I could be Patrick Dempsey's cousin, whatever the fuck that means. You know what, one can't? You said it's worse than sitting in silence. I would argue it's not, because I don't think you could be alone with your thoughts. You'd rather stare at somebody you don't like than sit in silence, not on your phone. But it's great to meet you, and you're welcome to stay. I mean, or you can fuck off, whatever works for you, dude. But it's nice to meet you. So, Tira, I actually think the person that you're gonna meet might not live by you. I'm strongly getting that. And I was actually about to say it before I even pulled cards. I felt kind of stupid to be like, hey, what radius do you have set on your dating apps? But I don't think the person you are gonna end up with, it might not be somebody close by, and they might be by water. I'm strongly getting that. They might live by water, like a coastal area. But, yeah. You do have somebody coming in. Just get the time to meet people and put yourself out there. You know? And in the meantime, try it. I don't feel like you've I don't get that you are putting so much pressure on yourself, like you need to be in a relationship, but do things that make you happy. Try to find your own personal sense of emotional contentment, because often when we feel happy on our own, that's when we're like at our most confident, our sexiest. And it's also when we invite people in, you know? Nobody can make us happy. We have to do that on our own, and then we can find somebody that's gonna like add to our lives. So thanks, Deanna. Country Love, it looks great. I feel like you're overdue for a vacation. Actually, funny enough, I'm actually strongly getting South Carolina. I don't know why. You think everybody needs a vacation? Well said. I certainly do. Ugh. I'm a single father. I have a 12-year-old. I'm a full-time single dad. I'm exhausted. Great. I have a vacation planned in March, hopefully. Can I ask you a question, man? What's going on with you? Are you alright, man? You're still here. I mean, I appreciate it. I mean, I guess it would be a problem if I didn't even elicit any reaction, but can I ask you a question? Are you happy, man? I'm not trying to talk shit to you right now. I just have a really hard time believing that someone who wants to spend their time, and like time is so fucking precious, being on their phone, like on someone else's fucking YouTube channel that they don't even like. I mean, how happy could you be? What's going on with you? Where do you live? And I've never been married. Hey, Shay. I can assure you nobody had a curse over you. Oh my gosh. Elizabeth, you're pregnant? Congratulations. Praying against you? Oh yeah, people do that all the time here. I love it. It's called being bigoted and dogmatic, Shay. Guys, I'm sorry if I missed some of these questions. What's up, Marcus? I'm always tired, man. I'm a single dad. Uh-oh. Guys, we're 30 minutes in, and if you're new, you probably noticed I keep like a skeleton crew of moderators because I hate blocking people. You have to really piss me off for me to block you. But with that said, of my 5 moderators, Crystal is the least patient, so don't piss her off. Elizabeth. Elizabeth, congrats on being pregnant. Truthfully, hon, it would feel irresponsible of me to pull cards on that. Okay? I won't ever tell somebody something on my show unless I can feel really confident about it, and I try to be very thoughtful about what I say, how I say it, and the advice I give. And I have really strong convictions about that, and that is honestly rooted in the fact that there is, from my perspective, an extreme fucking lack of accountability for what readers tell people on YouTube. People who will tell you anything, and with no accountability of whether it's true or not. So, I love Spain, Sonia. Elizabeth, let me pull a card for you, just independent of that. Thank you, Jan. 1 second, guys, hold on. Thanks, Elizabeth. Let me pull a card for you. My name's Stefan. Ms. Pivan, great to see you. Ms. Pivan, you know if you can get your disability benefits? You'll find out soon. I can promise you you'll find out soon. What's up, Mind the Gap? Guys, can we please be thoughtful about what we're using divination for or asking about, okay? Can we please not reduce this to asking about how people feel about us? Puppy Lover, thank you, man. Thanks, Puppy Lover. Thanks for the super chat. Puppy Lover, what's your name, by the way, so I don't have to call you that? And you know what? Glad to have you as a friend. I know we got off on a very rocky start when we first met, but... All right, Elizabeth. One Kant, I can't tell if you're like a 13-year-old boy or like a grown-ass man. I hope not the latter. Elizabeth, pull a card and find out. That was actually funny. Elizabeth, this looks great. This is what I want you to do, Elizabeth, if you can. Are you still here? Hangman is about detachment, surrender, letting things be. It's also part of, I think, higher consciousness, you know, an energy of surrender. Guys, we spend so much of our fucking time hung up thinking about shit that's already happened, the past, okay? If somebody's gonna come back, and we spend a lot of time worrying about what has yet to happen. Detachment is being present in the moment, changing your perspective, and trying to find things that you're passionate about and happy about. I can tell you with 10 of Cups, okay, strong confirmation. Elizabeth, I would never be bold enough to to make like an uninformed medical like opinion, you know. I mean, it sounds like you've had some tough experiences trying to have a child. I gotta be honest, I would be surprised if you didn't, okay? So, whatever that's worth to you. Zay, you're here. Does your crush like you, Max? Go ask her. Max, ask her if she likes you. Ask her if she has feelings for you. Him. Tell him how you feel. Puppy lover, can you tell me what your name is? Hi, Caitlin. Aw, thanks, Elizabeth. I'm glad. Hi, Lisa. Gracie. Gracie? Nice to meet you. You know, Gracie, shame on me. You know, for all the things that I can see, I actually thought you were a guy. What the fuck do I know? You're too scared? Why? What are you scared about, Max? Do I do health readings? That feels extreme. That feels like unethical. Okay, that feels very unethical. What do you need help with, advice-wise? Hi, Jess. Zay, how's things going with your boyfriend? Thanks, Gracie. I really appreciate you. And you know what? I just want to let you know, I fully respect your beliefs, and everybody's. I really do. And you know what? I really appreciate so much your open-mindedness about our conversations. I just want you to know that. I honestly think we'd have a much better world if we could all do that with each other. So, you know, honestly, that's like a real core value of mine. I honestly, guys, I don't even consider myself spiritual, like the way somebody would consider themselves Catholic. And I know that's like the most unsexy thing a tarot reader has ever said. I just hate the stigma surrounding that word. I don't even really know what it means. I was actually trying to reflect on what I would even consider myself. Honestly, guys, I would consider myself more of like a pluralistic free thinker than spiritual. Thank you so much for the super chat. And if everybody doesn't know what pluralistic means, because it's not a word that gets used very often, I would describe myself as somebody who openly embraces the concept that there can be more than one belief system that overlap. I openly embrace everybody's belief systems and recognize that I can absolutely align with many concepts through many different facets of religious structures. Like I'm not a Buddhist. I've read a ton about Buddhism, and funny enough, all my personal growth, all of it has come in the coattails of a lot of suffering and pain, which of course is a pillar of Buddhism. That's where enlightenment comes through, like a lot of suffering and pain. So, and as far as the free thinking, I've said before, I always try to incorporate whatever fucked up intuitive things I can do with logic, and like a grounded approach. So, and I am open to changing my perspectives on things. So I try to incorporate logic and openness. I'm missing so many questions. Hey, are you still here? I don't know how to, I can't keep track of 100 chat questions. I'm sorry guys, there's so much happening in the chat. Emerald. Oh, Emma, it's great to meet you. Justice Earth, can I ask you if you're wasting your time with him? If you feel like you are, you are. You don't need me. Hey Chucky, great to meet you. Thanks, Gracie. Guys, I see a lot of us asking questions about things like, will I get a job in project management? Am I wasting my time with this guy? Guys, my intention here is in any way to try and open our perspective on how we view this and this. The most important concept of tarot is that we have all the answers already, okay? And I'm not trying to give you guys some fucked up Rumi quote or something, okay? If you feel unsure about somebody, unsure about their intentions, unsure if somebody's wasting your time, the first thing before we jump to this is to use our words. There is no substitute for being open and honest and authentic and clear with people if we're unsure about something. That's how you create like the path for the right timelines, okay? It's not through divination spying. It's through using how you feel and trusting that, okay? Because I'll tell you, I won't ever be unclear about a person. And if somebody's making you feel unclear, the answer is probably no. You know, guys, I think a lot of times we're just afraid to talk to people and be real because I think a part of us is afraid of being rejected for like our authenticity. But justice for everybody else. If you're authentic with somebody, or you ask them clear questions and they reject that, why the fuck would you want to be with somebody who rejects you for being real with them? That should not be the person you're with. That's how you create the space for somebody right for you. I can't impress that enough upon you guys. That's why I always say that I try to balance my logical, like, objective reasoning with tarot. And also, the universe hates when we fucking keep ourselves stuck, waiting for people who already showed us how much they care, waiting for some person to maybe tell us they like them. Create the movement in your life, okay? It's not that scary being upfront with people, all right? I mean, some of you know this, guys. I quite literally almost had to die to realize that. I mean, I've always been kind of born without the part of my brain that makes me feel self-conscious, but no one should ever make you feel unclear about their intentions. And it's important that we figure out what the fuck we want, okay? Because a lot of times we forget to even ask ourselves or ask the other person. You know, it's amazing how many people get into, I mean, I've been there. You get into a relationship with somebody, you don't even really have the deep conversations about what you guys are both looking for. And then 5 months in, you realize that you guys don't even want the same thing, you know? You got stripes, nice, man. I love Back to the Future. But the first time I showed my daughter that movie, when she was like 10, Afterwards, she looked at me, she's like, dude, she's like, I'm shook. She's like, I'm shook. And thank you for all the super chats. I do my best to get to everybody, and I do prioritize super chat questions. But for everybody who just heard what I said, guys, use your voice, tell people how you feel, be real, listen to yourself. You know, if anything, this is supposed to confirm what we already know to be true. And if we're feeling like somebody's full of shit, or they're not right for us, listen to that. You guys don't need me. A lot of times we're afraid to do things that we know we need to do for ourselves. I'm Stefan Shay. Would I ever teach high school? My mom was a teacher. Probably not. Well, I'll tell you what, AA. I definitely can't teach at Warwick Valley High School. I think I got a lifetime ban from that school. I actually streaked at my high school graduation, which might not come as a shock to anybody. And actually, funny enough, I discovered years later that somebody filmed it and put it on YouTube. So I downloaded it and then I immediately removed it. Actually, I showed my moderators, hey, I showed you, right? It's kind of hilarious. Honestly, guys, I felt like it was my responsibility in 2007. I had like 450 people in my graduating class. As a parent, you only love one kid. You're there for one kid. And then you have to sit through 449 other kids, you know? And my last name starts with a Z, so I was the last one of 450. And you know what? I'll save part 2 of that story for another day, because I actually got arrested for it and I had to go to court. It was the most beautiful, hilarious interaction I've ever had with somebody in the criminal justice system. So, all right. All right, who's up next? Do we have any super chat questions, or should I just take a something? If we can get a super chat question. Ooh, I like that, Emerald. Actually, Emerald, hang tight. Let the sun shine through. I would love to, because you were kind enough to donate. So, I'd be happy to pull a card for you. All right, let the sun shine through. Hi, Jennifer. Guys, I try to prioritize super chat. Well, I do. I prioritize super chat questions, and then I just try and get to as many people as I can. Gigi, thank you so much. I'm so glad you showed up here. I am so sorry that I missed both of your super chats. I was so distracted yesterday while I was reading. Gigi, thank you so much. I just wanted to say that to you. And I'm so sorry that I did not say it to you yesterday or see them. Thank you so much, Gigi. Okay. All right, let the sun shine through. Actually, I think I'm going to use another deck for you. Yes, Gigi, absolutely. Hey, Helga. Gigi, you're going to be after Let the Sun Shine Through. Hey, Antiquity Taylor. Oh my god. Lost all my cards. Hey, ATX lady. Guys, Emerald, I do apologize. I have to prioritize super chat questions, but I will try to get to you, okay? So. What's up, Max? The jawline guy. Thanks, GGMM. I don't know about famous. I mean, not Warwick Valley High School graduation famous, but no, Helga, it's not just Super Chat ever. But I do have to prioritize my benefactors, as I should say, to my free show, who donate. I'm in New York, May. All right, let the sun shine through. Are you still here? What about for 2026? Ooh, holy shit. Excuse my language. Okay. This is crazy. So for right now, focus on people close in your life, close friends, people that you can really confide in, like community. And going towards new also, I think that you've had an idea for something that you want to learn or work on. This is really the time to take inspired action towards it. Sisters. Do you have siblings? Do you have siblings? Is it a sister? Dude, this year, 2026, is going to be heavy. It's going to be so heavy. In a good way. This is going to be like one sister. Okay. I saw her. Like my all the hairs on my neck and arms are standing up right now. The 3 cards I pulled for this year, I got the Hierophant, Judgment, and Temperance. Dude, you got 3 major arcana. I just want to get some clarifiers. Hierophant is you. Are you an earth sign? You Taurus? Hey, Red Spade. What's up, Caitlin? Pamela. Hi. Hi from New York. I used to live in California. I lived in Ocean Beach. Are you a Taurus? Okay, soul card. What, do you know what your sign is? Denmark. Hey, Charlotte. What's your sign, by the way? Leo Sun, Libra Moon, Leo Rising. Okay. A couple things. I think the beginning of this year, I think it's just checking in with yourself about what you're aligning with, as far as like, I think your belief systems, and I think there's also a need maybe to do a little bit of introspection. I'm gonna actually assume it's about some things that haven't worked out in the past. I think there's a need for you to make a choice to let somebody go that you're ruminating on. Could be a water sign. It could also be a need for you to make a conscious choice to open up your heart space again, like to put yourself out there emotionally if you want to start dating. If it's not that, it's you needing to let something go, let a person go from the past. But I see future energy. Is this them? Yeah. Bringing yourself into balance emotionally and like in the physical realm, and taking good care of yourself. I think your money is gonna look really good by the end of the year. Just make sure that you're focused on what you're looking to accomplish, okay? Do you have a business idea that you're thinking about? Oh, thank you, Pamela. You got Hierophant with Hermit, Judgment, Queen of Cups. And then with Temperance, you got King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Hey, Petunia, anti-Christian. Why would it be anti-Christian? Petunia, why would it be anti-Christian? No, I'm not anti-anybody. I want to create a space where we can all support each other and not feel judged. I mean, I want to create a space for all of us that's absent of religious differences, political differences, like geographical distances, cultural differences. You don't have to apologize. Lots of major arcana. But, again, I think there needs to be a little bit of self-reflection on maybe some things that didn't work for you last year. Like an uncomfortable light shining on maybe some like the darker corners of yourself. And I think there's a need, I don't know if you're holding on to somebody's energy from the past. You have to make a choice to move on. And I think it's really important to keep things in moderation, including your emotional state. Ansuman, good to see you, man. Guys, for everybody who doesn't know or is new to me, I have a live caller show that's also completely free when I'm on mobile streaming, and Ansuman actually might be one of my oldest subscribers from when I started in February last year. He was one of my first callers. And Suman, hope you're staying out of trouble. And Suman, you're gonna be so disappointed in me, man. I have not been keeping a consistent workout regimen. I think it's winter. No Charizard. Bulk big. You're welcome. Let the sun shine through. Gigi, are you here? Hey, Helga. You're too old for the games? Helga, if you're too old for the games, cut them off. Guys, if somebody doesn't treat you well or isn't clear, that's not how a relationship is ever supposed to make you feel, okay? We don't even need tarot for that. We have to understand what our self-worth is. Guys, part of respecting yourself is saying, you know what, would I ever treat somebody like this? If the answer is no, you need to ask yourself why the fuck you would want to stick around for somebody who's treating you like that. Bye, Rachel. African Shepherd, good to see you. Gigi, we're gonna pull cards for you next because you super chatted yesterday. Guys, I'm doing Gigi next because she super chatted, and then we'll take some other questions. Like I said, I try to prioritize super chats in order, and then I get to free questions if I have time. Guys, I just have to I'm gonna take 5. I'm just gonna take 5 minutes real quick, okay? Thanks, Samuel Stewart. I appreciate you championing your own self-righteousness on my fucking YouTube channel. Thank you. You know, Samuel, I feel like I would, honestly, man, I'd have more respect for you if I knew that if you were actually here for good reasons, and like actually in like some level of integrity with your own religious values. But honestly, man, you being here and saying shit like that to me, you're here to fucking validate your own twisted belief system. You're not here in fucking Jesus's name, okay? I mean, talk about fucking blasphemy. So, and why don't you try to get to know somebody for more than 30 fucking seconds before you start telling people who they are? Because I don't think Jesus was about that. So, thanks, Jillian. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. Now I have to stand on my fucking soapbox for a second. I've said this before. I am so open to everybody's religious beliefs and perspectives. It's okay, Petunia. I don't let people who don't know me get me upset. The only person who could upset me is somebody that I fall madly in love with that hurts my feelings. Thanks, Jason. Well, you know what? I'm going to speak to you too, since you said readers are poisonous to mental health and superstitious. I'm not superstitious. I look at things logically and with facts, okay? And I can tell you right now, too bad you're not open to evidence. I'll give you some evidence, Jason, okay? Do you believe in chance? Do you believe in free will? Because okay, I don't know. All right, well, just to let you know, before I did this, I was in like tech finance sales for like almost 20 years. And I love math, and I'm really good at it. And my managers hated it back in the day. And I always look at things from a logical perspective. And with that said, you can't really argue with statistical probability. I mean, math doesn't lie. So let me ask you this, Jason. And I've said this before. There's 78 cards in a tarot deck. If I ask a very specific question, and I pull 2 cards, and I get a very specific answer, and then I take a second tarot deck with 78 cards. I pull 2 more cards. I get the same 2 cards that I got previously with the first deck. Do you know what the statistical probability of pulling 2 cards with 2 separate decks and having them be the same are? It's 1 out of 3,003. So what is that? Is it just luck? Is it a causality? Is it coincidence? Because I can tell you that the number of times non-consecutively that something like that happens, it's a lot more frequent than 1 out of 3,003. So whether you think it's bullshit or not is irrelevant, because Carl Jung, the Swiss psychotherapist, wrote an entire book on acausality, which defies probability and math. Defies it. So I guess that's a really long-winded, eloquent way of saying I could care less if you believe it. But I do appreciate your investment on coming on my fucking YouTube show when you could be doing anything on a Friday night. To try to validate your point of views. The logical fallacy. All right, now I'm gonna take 5. Guys, let's wish Jason well. Jason, I'm not gonna block you, but honestly, man, I think you just need to get laid. I think you'd spend a lot less time on YouTube. Okay? Trying to vilify people you don't know. Jason, I don't need you to copy paste off ChatGPT, okay? All right, guys, I'll be right back. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I'll be right back, guys. Thanks, Jasper. Appreciate you. Guys, I'll be right back. Then we'll pull some more cards. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay, Gigi. All right, Gigi, let's see. You want to know if you're going to see your friend Steve from France? Gigi? Why wouldn't you see him? Why wouldn't you see him? I don't know if I can pull a card on that. What's up, homies? Who's Steve in France? No, tell me about Steve. Don't try to switch on me. Who's Steve in France, Gigi? And where do you live? He's a very well-known, okay. Can you tell me what's the connection? What's the deal? Give me substance on why you're asking about it. Okay, California. It's 10:50 in the UK. It's 6 o'clock here in New York. Hey Cassie, great to meet you. Who is this guy to you? Cassie, I'm just doing a super chat question, so. Hey Joanne, you can call me Stefan. You don't have to call me Mr. White Dog Tarot. I live in New York. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Gigi, turn up. Can somebody tell Gigi to turn the volume up on her phone? Can somebody type in the chat to tell Gigi to turn the volume up on her phone? Okay. Who is this guy? What does Gigi need to know? Oh. Okay. Who is this guy to you? Gigi, is this somebody that you're friends with? Hey, you're making me extract this out of you like I'm waterboarding. Who is this guy? I don't care that he's famous. Who is he to you? Is he a friend you keep in touch with? Is this somebody you met once? Bye, Sarah. What's the advice for this guy? Yes, yes. Alright, Gigi, I'm just gonna pull cards on what you need to know. Because I'm having a hard time following. Okay. Okay. He invited you to France. Got it. Okay. Oh my God. I got the Tower twice. Has there been something disruptive happening in your life? Oh, Joanne, thanks for the question. I'd be happy to tell everybody about it when it's less busy here. I do try and talk about how I got into tarot quite a bit. Gigi, I actually do see, I think you are gonna see him. I think if you're okay with the distance, who's the fire sign? Fire or water sign? Right, mind the gap. You're the Aries? Okay. I actually think you guys could have a relationship. And here you are, Aries, of course. Gigi, I think you need to just take a chance and just kind of go for it, making this happen if you want something to happen, okay? I just want to let you know, he's got some... I don't know if you know about this. There's some drama going on in his life behind the scenes that he might tell you about in a little bit, but... I actually think he really likes talking to you. I actually think he feels like you bring him peace, funny enough. Thank you, DMV. Jasper, just ask how your person feels if you don't know. Hi, Margie. Margie, we have our private reading tomorrow. Will you win enough money to pay off bills? Emerald, I'm gonna take your question because I like that question. And thank you for not asking me how somebody feels when we can, as we all know, if we don't know how somebody feels, we can just talk to them rather than pull tarot. Hey Tracy, nice to meet you. Okay, Emerald, where are you chatting with us from? And your calling in life? What do you feel connected to? Because Emerald, before we pull cards, you know, often that has to be something that you discover on your own or that speaks to you. It certainly can't be what someone else tells you, you know? Hey, Christina. What do you feel passionate about, Emerald? You know, sometimes if we try and, well, not if we try, guys, we should always do this. Sometimes it's about removing any sort of attachment to money. If money wasn't an issue, if it had nothing to do with money, what would you truly enjoy doing? Gigi, I'm done. I think you should reach out to him, and I do think you'll see him. Singing is a passion. Have you ever thought about teaching music? Do I have counseling training, Petunia? Well, my stepmom happens to be a psychotherapist, but no, I don't. I just, guys, in all earnest, I'm like a huge nerd. I try to like consume like 1 or 2 books a week on everything. And I love to read psychology and therapy books. I actually just finished Nonviolent Communication. And I'm gonna say something, guys, I'm gonna say something extremely controversial. It's gonna be extremely controversial, okay? Personally, I actually try to learn about something and take the time to educate myself on a topic before I have an opinion about it. So, if I'm not sure about something, I will say that, or I will withhold my thoughts. So, public library, love that. As most people should, but seem absent of doing. Jasper, well said. Emma, let's pull a card for you. show me life path energy? Emerald. First off, I think you need to rest more. I don't think you're taking enough time to yourself, but whatever your path is, first of all, Emerald, stop comparing yourself to other people, okay? I don't know why I need to tell you that. Don't compare yourself to other people. All right? The only person you should ever compare yourself to is the version of who you used to be, okay? Secondly, something that might be on your higher timeline is something that you can feel like authentic in, something that makes you feel like yourself, you know? I never felt like myself when I was like the regional manager of a technology company. I felt like I had to compartmentalize who I was. It should speak to your heart. It should feel right. If we have to tell ourselves it's right and like send it up to our left brain and start intellectualizing it, it's not right. Choices should feel right. That initial feeling, and often the idea of it feels great immediately, but then what do? We go back to like our old conditioning where that feeling right after, all the doubt or the fear or the I can't do that, that's crazy, that's what we hold on to and listen to. And that's why we don't make choices, or there's a reluctance to make a choice or a change. Emerald, I can tell you without telling you what your life path is, because that's not easy. It's not easy. Emerald, life paths and soul purposes are fucking rough. I mean, I left after I had my near-death experience last November, I left a job that was paying me like $140,000 a year to do this for free. I went from a lot of income to zero because it was speaking to me and I felt like I needed to do something to be in service of other people. Things that are meant for us are going to be difficult. There's going to be obstacles. You know, the universe wants to test our resolve to see what our commitment to our soul purpose is. Because a lot of people say they want to pursue something that they're passionate about, but the second things get difficult or rough, they go back to scarcity and they give up. You nailed it, Chikon. I'm 58. How did I figure it out? It's a difficult thing, you know. It was a lot of really fucked up experiences that I think was the precursor. I mean, guys, over a 10-day period of time, I almost died. I don't know how I survived. My dog didn't make it. My dog Uma, she died in my arms. I started having dreams that started coming true, and I found out like the woman that I was dating was like secretly married. I got roped into a business trip over those 10 days. Sorry, my right ear's ringing. In Las Vegas, and I had like a spiritual awakening there. I quit my job. And that was one of my many ego deaths. But to me, finding your path, I mean, it first starts with seeing ourselves clearly, which is something we're afraid to do. And when I say that, it's, again, living in our truth. Because we all say we want to walk our path, but a lot of people are afraid of what other people think. You know, we're like afraid to be rejected or have people tell us that's wrong. And a lot of people can't handle that. It's about being authentic and true to yourself. Absent of what other people think. The way I got there is not going to be the way other people get there. I had to go through a lot of, I had to lose a lot in my life before I could see shit clearly. I hope everybody doesn't almost have to die to figure it out. And I separated myself from a lot of people in my life when I started this, because a lot of people in my life, well, virtually everybody thought I was fucking crazy. When I went from like a cushy job where I wore like a suit and tie, I made a ton of money, to this. But you know, some things I feel like I'm not supposed to share about how things come to me. It's hard to explain. But sometimes we just have to listen. And a lot of times we're afraid to listen, so. Because that means we have to do something about it. I mean, guys, I'm not 58, I'm 37. Guys, most of my 20s, my life was like enmeshed in like crime and like a lot of violence and like a lot of destructive behaviors. And frankly, I shouldn't be here, you know. And, you know, I always used to reflect on that and how much chaos I fucking brought into other people's lives. So one of the things that kept, I guess, consuming my mind when I started the show is, if you can do one thing negative and it affects so many people in so many ways, I mean, wouldn't the opposite be true? Like, what can doing something kind for one person do? You know, like what effect does that have on making one tiny impact on somebody where they can make their life better? You know, so that's why I do this for free. I know it's not the best business model, but I'm not here to be fucking famous. I could care less if I ever even get another subscriber. you know? I mean, I'm certainly not here to like profit and exploit people. So and guys, I mean, if I wanted to go viral or get more YouTube views, I would just fucking do general readings, probably with my shirt off. You know, but you guys can watch general readings anywhere. And I also feel more and more convinced that those might not be helping people. I actually think they do more harm than good. Frankly, you know, we want to hold on to every little thing we see that's not even for us. And I think a lot of those general readings keep people stuck and focused on people from the past that they have no business being with. And to me, it's like the opposite of what this stands for, which is helping us break out of old patterns. It's certainly not about waiting for some piece of shit who cheated on us or ghosted us to come back, maybe. You don't have to worry about me being a thirst trap. Thanks, Andrew. I do ignore the negativity. Thank you, Andrew. Guys, if I cared about what people thought of me, I wouldn't put my face on YouTube. Part of life path is being okay with who you are. I mean, I'm certainly not gonna let a fucking stranger tell me who I am or make me feel bad about myself, you know? So Emerald, take some time to yourself. I would actually suggest doing something that feels good to you, that you like emotionally connect with, and listen to that, and maybe that'll help you find where you're going. There's a book in, you said you bet there's a book in me. I mean, I could definitely write a compelling coffee table book about all my experiences dealing with authority figures, specifically police, but hey, Mind Bell. But now I'm a dad, and when you have to become responsible for another human being, theoretically it should make you a better person. So it definitely helped me be responsible. But yeah, I'm really grateful to all of you guys, you know. I mean, my hope is that I could create like a different type of space. I mean, definitely different than all the other YouTube tarot shows I've seen. You know, if only to remind us all that like, we're really not all so different, all the shit we all go through. We all go through like the same loss and pain, and like heartbreak, and at times like questioning our own sense of identity. And it doesn't matter where we are in the world, you know? I mean, we're really not all so different. I mean, sadly, even from the dipshit trolls that come here, you know, and I remember that too, because a lot of them are people who probably feel pretty invisible socially. I mean, I don't have to play armchair psychologist too much on that, you know? I mean, if you're at a point in your life where you feel good just getting any attention, even if it's bad, I mean, something has had to happen to you, because I don't know about you guys, I have yet to meet any successful investment banker with a hot wife who's trolling on YouTube. But, you know, I feel like we create so many reasons to, like, separate ourselves from other people, you know? I mean, fuck. People come here every day and try to do that with God. You know, their religious views, or even like where we are in the world. So my hope is we can not fucking do that for once. And I know nobody signs up for me, guys. You know, I have very strong convictions about what I want to use tarot for, and I'm never gonna, like, sacrifice my sense of those or my integrity for anything. And it's why I try to be very thoughtful about the advice I give, you know? I mean, it's not lost on me. People come here who are going through real problems in their life, like their marriage, their jobs. And it feels fucking morally irresponsible for me, and my observation, a lot of the readers who are comfortable answering like a yes or no question for $10 about somebody's fucking life, you know? I mean, it's crazy to me. With no accountability for what they say. If it comes true, I won't do that to people. I want to be accountable for what I say to you guys. So, anyway, all right, enough waxing poetic. Guys, my phone's at 6%. So I'm gonna do one more question. Emerald, great to meet you. Guys, I do offer private readings if anybody's interested, off air, and I try to be pretty reasonable. So I offer half-hour private readings for $40, and hour readings for $75. And you can connect with me through my email or on Instagram, which is in every video description, my contact info, and on my channel page. And please join my member program. All right, one more question. Let the sun shine through. Great to meet you. Thanks, Andrew. Margie, you just hit the join button. So if you go on my channel, go to my channel page. There's a thing for memberships or join. Hello, Lacrissy Christensen. Will you find a good career that can carry you financially? That's a lot easier than trying to find something that genuinely makes you happy, I think. So if you're willing to put in the work and you're committed to it, making money is easy, Chrissy. That's one of the easiest things to do in life. You just have to have a little bit of discipline. physically your back is horrible and you're diabetic, well, why don't you just be an attorney? They're pretty spineless. I'm just kidding. Sorry. I have a lot of attorney friends. That was that was uncouth. I apologize, guys. Well, you don't need a good back to make money. Bro Chico, look at you popping in. Chrissy, why don't you go back? Why don't you figure out what you think you'd enjoy doing? Take some online courses. If you're feeling like you can't get a good job. We do, Brianna. And guys, I'm sorry, I have a fucked up sense of humor. I will never laugh at any of your expenses. But guys, life's so heavy. I'm just, let's try to lighten the load when we can and not take it so seriously. It's just life, all right? And I can promise you all, everything feels less heavy than being locked up in prison. So, Helga, who's EJ? Helga, do I need to say it again? I will for you if you want. Helga, if you're unsure about what's going on between you and somebody you're romantically interested in, it's a lot easier to just try and talk to that person and be open and upfront. That's a lot more helpful than pulling cards. Who is this person? Who is this person? Helga, my phone's at 3%, so you better hurry up. Hey, Skitty Bat, great to meet you, bro. I started reading about a year ago. Helga, I'm at 3%. A guy you kissed. Helga. Helga, you know what? Why don't you go talk to him and get to know him a little bit, okay? Have fun, relax. You know how he probably feels the same way you do. Just enjoy it, all right? Just life. It's just life, Helga. Go have fun. Get to know him. All right? Because not every guy who's a good kisser is a good person. So why don't you see if there's any depth behind those well-shaped lips of his. Let's see what our collective energy is, since I have 3% battery. And yeah, guys, please feel free to connect with me on Instagram if you want to say hi. And please email me or connect with me if you'd like a private reading. And it's so great to meet everybody. I still have no fucking clue how anybody finds my show. I'm like secretly a boomer. I don't know anything about technology, guys. I started the show less than a year ago, So, I'm so grateful everybody somehow fucking finds it. So, who is Drake Bell? Everybody keeps asking that. You're welcome, Brianna. All right, let's see what the White Dog Army's shared energy is. Thank you, Shay. Okay. This is for everybody. I've never seen a negative card come out, but there's also a lot of people here, guys. This is the illusion, okay? The fucking illusion is that we don't have choices, okay? We can always create some level of change, big or small, in our life with something if we're not happy about it. The reality is this. We can do anything, we can go anywhere. If it's something that we want, okay? It's the 9. Think about what you do want to go towards. Stop thinking about what could happen if you do. Okay? And everybody take a deep breath. Jesus. I feel like nobody's sleeping well right now. Guys. Everybody take a deep breath. Let the anxiety go, okay? We can fix everything tomorrow, okay? My anxiety used to come from a feeling of things that I was avoiding, okay? And guys, everybody take a phone break once in a while, all right? And listen to yourselves, trust yourselves. Stop worrying about what other people think. Make choices for yourself, okay? Please. There's a quote that I've said once before. Are you ready for the quote? Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions. Think for yourself. And that's not a Wayne Gretzky quote. Oscar Wilde, 19th century writer. Stop worrying about how other people are going to view your choices. Make the right choices for yourself. If you're not sure about somebody, they're probably not right for you, because you should always be sure, okay? It should feel right. You shouldn't have to tell yourself it's right, okay? And let me save you guys all a lot of time. Yes, that shithead ex who did something fucked up to you, yes, they think about it and regret it from time to time. Okay, I just saved you guys a lot of time on the general readings. Who the fuck cares? Alright? Regret is fucking cheap. Stop watching videos on people in your past who showed you how much they care. Alright? Oh wow, I'm at 1%. Love you too, GG. Guys, please connect with me on Instagram or join my membership program. You get priority questions on all my shows. I gotta go. My phone's about to die. I'll be back tomorrow. But please email me if you would like a private reading. So, alright, bye guys. Cheers.